Number 25, Boteoshi. Boteoshi is Japanese for pole pull down, and as far as intensity is concerned, this sport is hard to beat. Each team has 150 people that are divided into 75 attackers and 75 defenders. The goal? Knock down the other team's pole. By the way, the number for 911 in Japan is 119. Number 24, Extreme Ironing. According to the Extreme Ironing Bureau, this is the latest danger sport that combines the thrills of an extreme outdoor activity with the satisfaction of a well-pressed shirt. Originating in England, it's now a worldwide phenomenon that has taken place underwater, on mountainsides, and while parachuting. Number 23, Gaga Ball. According to some sources, this popular summer camp game originated in Israel. It's played a lot like dodgeball, except it takes place in a wooden octagon and you have to hit players beneath the knees to get them out. Number 22, Cheese Rolling. Every year from the top of Cooper's Hill near Gloucester, England, a round of double Gloucester cheese is rolled and a herd of competitors go rolling after it. Although they're theoretically supposed to catch it, the cheese can reach speeds of up to 70 miles per hour, so generally speaking, whoever crosses the finish line first wins the cheese. Number 21, Snow Polo. This modified form of polo was started in Switzerland in 1985, but since then it's spread internationally. In the United States, it's played exclusively in Aspen, Colorado. Yes, it's still a rich people sport. Number 20, Kaninhop, or bunny jumping. We owe it to the Swedes for coming up with a sport such as this. It's simple, really. Trained bunnies hopping over obstacles. It's not really a new concept, as equestrian show jumping has been around for years, but come on, they're bunnies. Number 19, underwater hockey, or octopush. Just as the name implies, it's hockey, except the puck is on the bottom of a pool. So, as you may have guessed, this is certainly a sport where lung capacity plays a significant role. Also, you don't use a stick, but rather a pusher, which almost resembles a small blade. Number 18, roller derby. Dominated by women, the sport has witnessed a resurgence in the past 10 years. It's played by two teams, each of which are skating around a single track. One member of each team is called a jammer, and it's their job to lap the players on the other team in order to score points. And yes, injuries are common. Number 17, man vs. horse. Every June in the Welsh town of Llanwrtyd Wells, competitors line up to prove they can beat a horse to a finish line that's 22 miles away. Why? Rumor has it that in 1980, the owner of a local pub, Gordon Green, overheard two patrons arguing whether a man could beat a horse in a marathon. Well, there was only one way to find out. Number 16, bog snorkeling. Not only are you swimming 120 meters through a bog, you're not allowed to use conventional swimming strokes, relying only on the power of your flippers. And just like most of the contenders on this list, this obscure sport was started in the United Kingdom, over a bet. Number 15, cardboard tube dueling. According to an official statement by the Cardboard Tube Fighting League, yes, it's real, this sport was started based on three principles. People need more ways to play and take themselves less seriously, events can be fun without alcohol, and cardboard sword fighting is fun. The logic is impeccable. Number 14, belly flopping. It's probably one of the most painful single-player sports out there, but hey, you can win a lot of money for those couple seconds of misery. But if you don't, pride is big in this industry. May the biggest or best man win. Number 13, mustache growing. Compared to the other sports on this list, it's admittedly tranquil. But don't tell any serious mustache grower that they aren't a legitimate sportsman. If we ever get around to it, we'll explain why in our list of 25 ways to end someone's life with your beard. Number 12, chessboxing. Born in the mind of a cartoonist near the turn of the 21st century, this sport has taken off. Consisting of 11 alternating rounds of chess and boxing, you can win either a knockout, a checkmate, or a judge's decision. Number 11, Buzkashi. The goal of this sport is simple. Grab the carcass of a headless goat at full gallop, get it clear of the other players, and pitch it across the goal line. Played all over South Central Asia, it's the national sport of Afghanistan. Respect. Number 10, Pesapallo, or Finnish baseball. As the national sport of Finland, it's also gained popularity throughout Northern Europe. Essentially a variation of baseball, the primary difference is the vertical pitching. This makes the ball a lot easier to hit and changes the dynamics of the game somewhat. Number 9, ferret legging. You think ferrets are cute? How about ferrets in your pants? How about 2 ferrets in your pants? The goal of the sport is to actually hold them down there for as long as possible. As brutal as it may seem, the world record was in fact over 5 hours sans underwear. Number 8. Toe wrestling. Once again, we can thank our friends in the United Kingdom for toe wrestling champions like Paul Tomato Minator Beach. Something of a thumb war except with your toes, it's considered common courtesy for each player to remove the other player's shoes and socks prior to the match. Number 7. Mountain unicycling. As anybody who's hiked a mountain trail knows, it can be hard with 2 feet, let alone 1 wheel. Not only this, but unicycles are not equipped with a gear system like mountain bikes, so they require a little bit of extra skill to maneuver. If you're up to the challenge, however, the sport is rapidly growing in the Midwest. Number 6. Kite tubing. This is probably one of the more dangerous sports on our list, with several deaths and numerous injuries on record over the past 5 years. It's actually a variant of toad tubing wherein the tube becomes airborne. The danger arises from the fact that tubes are not specifically designed to be airborne, which means they're hard to control, which means the landings can be a little rough. Evidently, wings serve a purpose. Who'd have thunk it? Number 5. Bosu Ball. A mix of soccer, gymnastics, and volleyball, this insanely fun game was invented in Spain and has since made its mark around the world. Played on a huge inflatable trampoline, you can hit the ball with any part of your body as long as it clears the net by the 6th touch. Number 4. Camel Wrestling. If you've gotten this far on the list, you've probably realized that humans love to wrestle. We do it with our thumbs, we do it with our toes, heck, we even do it with our camels. And although camels are not really known for their wrestling prowess, try putting a female nearby. It's all about motivation. Number 3. Wife carrying. See, she's good for something after all. Just kidding, ladies. But seriously, according to the Wife Carrying Competition Rules Committee, the wife to be carried may be your own, the neighbor's, or you may have found her further afield. She must, however, be over 17 years of age, so you don't even need a wife to compete. Some other poor soul's wife will do just fine. Number 2. Quidditch. It's kind of like tag mixed with dodgeball mixed with a toy helicopter, and it's sweeping the nation by storm. Well, it's actually been confined to college campuses mostly, but still, it's a valiant attempt on behalf of Muggle kind to step beyond their limitations and do something more with their broomsticks than just sweep the floor. Number 1. Shin Kicking. All you need for this game is 4 shins and a high tolerance for pain. Popularized by immigrants coming to the United States from the UK, where else, it's found a niche in pop culture and become a staple of legendary manliness.